Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something that might sound a bit techy, but I promise, it's one of the most exciting and crucial developments happening in the crypto space right now: cross-chain interoperability. So what on earth is it? Think of the crypto world today like a series of isolated islands. You've got Bitcoin Island, Ethereum Island, Solana Island, and so on. Each one has its own unique community, its own rules, and its own native currency. If you have assets on Ethereum Island, like an NFT or some tokens, you can't just easily take them over to Solana Island to use in a game there. It's like trying to use your American dollars in Europe without exchanging them first. It's clunky, it's expensive, and it creates a lot of friction. You'd have to go through a centralized exchange, sell your assets, buy new ones, and then send them to the new island. This separation is a massive roadblock to crypto's mainstream adoption. This is the exact problem that cross-chain interoperability aims to solve. The goal is to build bridges between these isolated blockchain islands. Imagine a world where you could seamlessly send a token from the Ethereum network directly to the Avalanche network, or use a digital collectible from one blockchain game in a completely different game on another chain. This isn't just about moving assets, it's about making different blockchains talk to each other, share information, and collaborate. Interoperability is the key that will unlock the full potential of a decentralized internet, what many call Web 3. It transforms a collection of separate networks into a true, interconnected internet of blockchains. So why is this such a game changer? First, it massively improves the user experience. For the average person, navigating the crypto world can feel like a maze. Having to manage multiple wallets for different chains and using complicated bridges is a huge turnoff. A truly interoperable ecosystem would hide all that complexity. You wouldn't even need to know which blockchain you're using. You'd just interact with your favorite apps, and the technology would handle all the cross-chain communication in the background. It would feel as seamless as using the internet today, where you don't worry about which server your data is coming from. Second, it fuels innovation like never before. Right now, developers often have to pick one blockchain to build on, which limits their audience and capabilities. With interoperability, developers can create applications that leverage the unique strengths of multiple blockchains at once. For example, a decentralized finance, or DeFi, app could use Ethereum for its security and large user base, but use a faster, cheaper chain like Polygon for its high-frequency transactions. This best-of-all-worlds approach means developers aren't forced to compromise. They can build more powerful, efficient, and user-friendly applications by combining the best features from across the entire crypto ecosystem. Third, it creates a much more liquid and efficient market. When assets are stuck on a single chain, their value and utility are limited. Cross-chain technology allows assets to flow freely between networks, creating deeper pools of liquidity. This means better prices for traders, more opportunities for yield farmers, and a more stable financial system overall. It breaks down the walls that fragment the market, leading to a single, unified digital economy. Think of it like global trade. When countries open their borders to trade, everyone benefits from more choice and better prices. The same principle applies to blockchains. So how do we actually build these bridges? There are a few different approaches being developed. One popular method is known as wrapped assets. This is where you lock up an asset, say Bitcoin, in a smart contract on its native chain, and then a wrapped version of it, like wrapped Bitcoin or WBTC, is created on another chain, like Ethereum. This wrapped token is pegged one-to-one to the original. It is a bit like getting a casino chip that represents the real money you deposited at the counter. This works, but it often relies on a centralized custodian to hold the original assets, which introduces a single point of failure. A more decentralized approach involves cross-chain bridges. These are protocols specifically designed to transfer information and assets between two or more blockchains. Some bridges use a network of validators to verify transactions between chains. When you want to send assets from chain A to chain B, the bridge validators on chain A confirm the transaction and then signal to validators on chain B to issue the equivalent assets there. This is more decentralized but can be complex to secure. We've unfortunately seen some major bridge hacks in the past, which highlights how difficult it is to build these systems securely. And then there's the really exciting frontier: interoperability protocols. Projects like Polkadot and Cosmos are building entire ecosystems designed for interoperability from the ground up. Cosmos calls itself the Internet of Blockchains and uses a standard called the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, or IBC. Any blockchain built using the Cosmos SDK can easily connect to the network and communicate with every other chain in the ecosystem. Polkadot has a similar vision with its parachains, which are specialized blockchains that all connect to a central relay chain. This central chain ensures security and communication for the entire network. These Layer 0 protocols are like building the fundamental railway system before the individual train stations and cities are even built, ensuring they can all connect from day one. Of course, the road to a fully interoperable future is not without its challenges. The biggest one, as I mentioned, is security. Every bridge is a potential target for hackers. A single vulnerability in a bridge's code could put billions of dollars worth of assets at risk. Building secure, trustless, and efficient bridges that can handle massive value transfer is one of the hardest engineering problems in crypto today. Another challenge is scalability. As more and more transactions flow between chains, these bridges and protocols need to be able to handle the load without becoming slow or expensive. And finally, there's the challenge of standardization. For true interoperability, we need common communication standards that all blockchains can agree on, much like how the internet relies on standards like TCP/IP. Despite these hurdles, the progress is undeniable. The need for interoperability is so clear that the brightest minds in the space are working tirelessly to solve these problems. We are moving away from a winner-takes-all mentality, where people debated if one blockchain would rule them all. The future is clearly multi-chain. It's a future where different blockchains specialize in what they do best, but all work together in harmony. Think about it. A decentralized social media platform could store your profile on one chain, your posts on another for cheap storage, and your financial transactions on a third for high security. As a user, you wouldn't see any of this. You'd just have one seamless experience. This is the future that cross-chain interoperability promises to deliver. It will redefine what's possible with crypto networks, unlocking a new wave of creativity and adoption. It's the connective tissue that will bind the decentralized world together. This is definitely a space to watch closely. The projects that successfully crack the code of secure and scalable interoperability will become the fundamental infrastructure for the next generation of the internet. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope this gave you a clearer picture of why cross-chain tech is so important. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want to stay updated on all the exciting developments in crypto, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which cross-chain project are you most excited about? See you in the next one.